Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Hope you enjoy your sleep last night.
Yes, definitely. How about you?
I'm well and have a good sleep last night. Once
Sounds
again, apologize for the inconvenience due to the technical problem that just happened, but we successfully fixed it. That's why we run this class a bit late, 15 minutes late. Once again, apologize for that.
no problem.
Today, we are going to have an interesting class. Why we say it is interesting? Because it will talk about vaccine. In Indonesia, vaccine is a very popular thing recently because people say and expect and hope, really hope that this vaccine can help us human beings to deal or face with the COVID-19. In this class, I already invited uh, Miss Fauna Herawati. She is currently the Ubaya Faculty of Pharmacy lecturer who will deliver about the vaccine. As usual, she will deliver her thought first and then continue with the question and answer through the chat room. Not to forget, in order to know your brief understanding about the COVID, she will also use menti.com. So in some of the slides, she will ask you to go to the menti.com. We will show you on the slides and ask you to fill the questions and answer it. The questions would be very basic. So there will be no wrong and right answer because you just want to know your understanding related to the vaccine topic. So be calm. Okay, without further ado, I would like to first inform you her resume. Can you see my share screen now?
Yes, we can.
Her name is Fauna Herawati S.Si, Master of Clinical Pharmacy, and she also has a professional pharmacy degree. She finished her Bachelor of Pharmacy from the Ubaya Faculty of Pharmacy, as well as her Master of Clinical Pharmacy from the Ubaya Faculty of Pharmacy. She is currently undertaking a doctoral degree in Universitas Indonesia in Jakarta with a topic of integrated interprofessional collaborative practice, efforts to prevent antibiotic resistance in hospitalized patients. The research field is antibiotic stewardship. She is active in writing publication in national and international journals and has been invited as a resource person in various events internationally and nationally. So without a further ado, now I give the time for Miss Fauna to start her presentation. Ibu Fauna, please go.
Yes, thank you for the nice introduction. Can you hear me clearly?
Uh, Not
Yes,
really, Bu.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Yes,
Cheer
ma'am.
up, it's still in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe it's too early in some part of the world. In Europe, perhaps it's 4 in the morning.
Sorry, Bu. I unmute you. Wait. Bu, wait. Bu Fauna? Oh, yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, everybody. So I see the participant. I think is there's any students from the Europe?
No. They are from Philippines. They are
Philippines?
from Malaysia, United Emirates Arab, then
Uh,
Taiwan, China, then India, Bangladesh, not from Europe.
yang Arab.
One from Arab.
How
From
about the time difference? Time zones? The time zones difference? How much?
what is the time difference from Arab to Indonesia? Anyone knows? Anyone from Arab? The one participant? He's from a Gulf Medical University, Bu. We also have
Okay, yeah.
students from University of Da Nang studying at School of Medicine and Pharmacy.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. In
Good
the
morning, Bu.
in the corona, keep wearing a face mask, washing hands with soap and water, and social distancing. We always have to remember that. So, like Adi already said, that perhaps vaccine will be our solution, yeah, but not yet proof because they are still in the beginning. Okay. Let's begin with the Menti matter.
Okay. So guys, please go to the menti.com.
We have 252 participants, yeah?
Yes, we actually have 400, but half are here now.
Okay.
So please open the menti.com. Oh, one from Kenya, Bu.
Yeah, it's quite
I
far
remember.
away.
What is the
Early.
time different from here to Kenya? What time is it now, Aaron? Wait a second. Okay, so what is the result? Let's see. This is the result
Let's
of
see.
your answers, guys. No problem, because this is still the first time we tried. Then those of you who have not completed yet, no problem. It's fine. What do you want to know about vaccine?
Oh, 141 already answered.
Yeah.
42. Okay, it's about
It's
how.
going up. We are still waiting. 147.
Yes. Hopefully this lecturer can give some informations, an overview lah.
Yes, bro. We all hope so.
$150. Okay.
150. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, let's see the answer.
Let's see.
So they want to learn about whether it is safe,
Yes, good.
whether it's effective, whether it is a medicine that fights disease. So here the answers are from the students.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Let's start with the first slide.
Okay.
Their participant mistook these questions, misunderstood. Yao, what do you
Yeah.
mean?
No problem, Bu. Just skip it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
No
let's
problem,
start with
yeah.
the first
No problem,
slide.
yeah. So you start the first slide.
Okay.
Start with outline. We will start with outline. Yes, this one.
Yeah. This topic what will we just discuss in about 1 or 2 hours, yeah, I think.
Yes.
Next. Yes, okay. This is learning outcomes. I hope we can achieve this.
So able to explain vaccination, the importance
Yeah.
of vaccination, the work of vaccine in our body, and identify the subject of vaccination and describe the process of vaccine production and safety assurance vaccination. So these are the learning outcomes.
Yes. Hopefully this answer your questions. Next, please.
Next, Nadal Menti. Please go to this code
The
41
and quick in doing quick, yeah.
4158087.
Yes. I think the quiz we try to collect
To collect information, Bu.
yes, and collect in some informations. Okay. Checking the basic knowledge lah.
Yes. Okay, so once again, go to this code 4158087. Then let's see the answer. Okay, we will show the result. Okay, Sandra, share the result, please. For Anitra, no problem. Thank you, Anitra. No problem.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, half. Okay, okay. It's good to continue then. Okay, the next slide. Yes, next please. So this is the answer. If we talk about vaccine, that is a product. Okay, there's a product manufactured by a factory. Okay, if vaccination, we got a shot, one by one, person by person. If immunization, there's a program for populations. You get the difference now? Okay, yeah. Okay, good. So there are so many platform vaccine at today. Yeah. So this is the new one. Genetic vaccine, and the newest is genetic vaccine. It's now Pfizer. If you heard about Pfizer and Moderna, the both is mRNA vaccine. What is that? We talk later. Okay, viral the vector vaccine. So part of the virus, part of the virus. Yeah, and then next. In the beginning, in the past, we have a whole vaccine, whole virus injected to our body, even a kill one or a weakened one. That's weakened. We said live attenuated virus, kill. There's another whole inactivated virus, so kill virus. So in the past, we use a kill virus or a weakened virus. Today, we can use part of the virus to make our body produce the antibody. That's the concept. Get it? Okay. Next slide. Next slide, please. Okay. Which part? Which part? So research in the research found that the part that make our body produce the vaccine is the spike. So this virus have to attach to our cell to make us sick. Which part? The spike. The spike will attach to our receptor of the cell. So we call it S protein, the spike. mRNA is part. Uh, mRNA is. I talk later. Okay. So this is So agent who made our body to produce antibody is S protein, the spike of the virus. Okay. Next, please. Yes, this is the newest. The spike is the target antigen. Next, please. Another quiz.
Please 5292140 for this time Menti code. Five two nine two one four.
Okay, what the answer?
The result, please. Oh,
Yes.
so what?
So almost almost 2/3 is right. Yeah. So host antibody, yeah, to produce the antibody. Okay. Next slide, please. This is what I thought before. So in the past, whole inactivated virus, and then the protein and the part of the virus, and the last is mRNA. mRNA belong to the virus. In our cells, mRNA make our cells to produce protein for the virus. So our cell who produce a new virus. Yeah, this is hard to follow. Quite hard, yeah. So virus to be replicate. Virus cannot replicate in out of the cell host. No, cannot. In the environment, in the water, cannot. So they use our cell to produce, to multiply the virus. Yeah. So that's the concept. The virus use our cell to reproduce itself, eat the virus. Yeah. So the virus made our cells to multiply the virus. That's the concept. Yeah. This happened to the HIV, that happens in the hepatitis B, and now in the COVID. Next slide, please. So how does the vaccine work? Like this. So the small amount of the virus or the bacteria injected to our body, then our body makes antibodies to fight it off. Yeah. So the virus activate our adaptive cell, our immune system. So our cell B will produce antibody, our cell T will kill infected cell. Okay? And if we move to the next slide, any questions? Okay.
Nagarmenti, the code is 8184581.
Good. I'm glad to see the result. Thank you. So the next slide, please.
Yes.
Yeah. This is how, like I said before. So if you look at this, so the spike, so we start at the mRNA there. If you like a circle with black and oranges, then go to the our cells. The blue one is our cells, our nucleus, the host cells. So in our nucleus, the mRNA virus made our nucleus produce virus component, the mRNA, the mRNA. After the mRNA out from our cells, they attract the immune cell, like before, cell B and cell T. Cell B will produce antibody to attach all the spike virus, and we didn't get sick. Got it? Okay. If our body produce the virus and there is no antibody, the virus overwhelmed in our systemic, in our blood, then we get sick. If we have antibody, so antibody will catch the virus and we are not sick. Got it? Okay. Next slide, please. This is adenovirus work. Look like the same, isn't it? Yes, but the bigger component. The mRNA just a piece of RNA, so not stable. That's why for delivery the vaccine, we need to minus 20 degree to keep it stable as and we can use effects and still effective. Yeah, because the RNA is not stable. Next slide, please.
Another mentee, this is the code 9782511, please.
Yes. Yes. Protect from the disease. It's all correct. Thank you. Next slide, please. This is so usually the development of one product, including vaccine, it takes 10 years. It takes 10 years. From the preclinical trials to phase 3. Because this pandemic and for overall the world got corona, make it quick. But it's not easy. There is more than 200 candidates of vaccine, but only about 4 or 5 go to the phase 3 trials. And after this, there is still post-marketing surveillance to know in the more big market, is that effective or safe? Every decision or treatment or vaccination, we have to consider about benefit and risk. What is the benefit? What is the risk? Benefit should be more higher than risk. Yeah. If the benefit higher than risk, then FDA will approve to distribute it and used by people. Okay, yeah? Next slide, please. So this is the phase 3 for mRNA Pfizer, yeah? If you see, there is 14,000 in the control placebo group without vaccine and 14,000 people in the vaccine group. Can you follow? Yes. Look at the bottom, at risk for severe COVID-19. Yeah, at risk for severe COVID-19, 1 to after sex, at risk. Okay, that get this. You say that yes, at risk for severe COVID-19 in the placebo group without vaccine, 43 people from 3,167. From the vaccine group, only 4 people from 3,206. It means that in the without vaccine group, there are 10 times more people at risk for severe COVID-19 than in the vaccine group. Can you understand it? Okay, thank you. We can go to the next slide. This is the adverse drug reaction. It means it's safety. A is local event. So in the site of injection, yeah, pain, erythema, redness, swelling, yeah. B is a systemic event. Fever, yeah. You can see it's too small, yeah. So if you see, the mild is dominant, okay? Like I said before, we have to consider benefit and the risk. The benefit, we have 10 times more severe COVID in the patient without vaccine, then in the vaccine group, yeah, for the race, the safety, you can see that most of it is a mild one. So because of this, vaccine is more benefit than risk. Okay, go to the next slide, please. So why the vaccine is important? Why people use vaccine? Why people develop vaccine? Because in the past, there are several infectious diseases with so many death causes by the disease. There's no cure at that day. So many people die. So they found vaccine can prevent people to get sick and die. Like plague and measles, I think we didn't hear anything like this in this day, in today, because it already gone. Yeah. So hopefully some infectious diseases without cure, without drug, without medicine, can be prevented by vaccine, including COVID. Okay. So the immunizations increases individuals susceptible to the outbreak. Yeah. Especially for the vaccine preventable diseases. Not all new vaccine have a protective effect. Yeah. Therefore, we still need a phase 4 trial in the market. Or sometimes they call it pharmacovigilance. Okay. Go to the next slide.
Another Menti, the code is 3153598. Please.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, but we still continue observe now in the phase 4 after approval. Indonesia start the first vaccination is 13 January, I think.
Yes,
Our
13
president
January.
get the vaccine.
Our president was
Yeah. And
vaccinated.
now today, the president get the second doses. Okay, thank you. Next slide, please. Yes, okay, yeah. All agree, I think. This one, there's a statement that people who cannot get, who okay. I think we agree with this. Yeah. Okay. Next slide, please. So I got it from the CDC. So vaccine do protect from many serious and potential deadly diseases, especially infectious diseases. Then protect other people by helping to stop diseases spreading to people who cannot have the vaccine. How can people who cannot have the vaccine? So if most of the people have the vaccine and don't get sick, people who cannot have vaccine protected too. Uh, in influenza, for example, yeah. an elderly, uh, an elderly, their body sometimes cannot make the vaccine because aging. Yeah. So for those people, vaccine perhaps not effective anymore. So get injected, but the body for the elderly cannot make the antibody. Yeah. In this situation, the elderly more susceptible to the infectious diseases than the younger. So to prevent the elderly get the disease, we vaccine the younger, so the younger not transmitted the disease to the elderly. Can you get this concept? Okay, thank you. With about don't get vaccination, controversy versions do not cause autism. Yeah, so vaccine do not autism. I think several years ago there is some news that vaccine can make children autism and not proof. Yeah, and the evidence already withdrawn. Yeah, so and today there are several vaccine can inject it simultaneously. Don't have to one by one. The second one, more and less, because allergy is specific to individual. Yeah, allergy is specific to individual. Everybody get the drug for the first time have to be monitored in the first hour because we don't know they allergic or not. Like like the vaccine, we have to monitor the first hour. Yeah, the deadly allergic is anaphylactic shock. There's already on the news. I think 8 people die for Pfizer vaccine. That because anaphylactic shock, there's an allergic reaction that is individual and we don't know. Okay, allergic reaction we don't know who will get it, but we have to aware. Therefore, every first time took the medication or product, including vaccine, we have to monitor the first hour. Agree? Okay, go to the next slide. Yeah, but sometimes, just now we talk about evidence, but sometimes we listen to the rumor or hoax. Don't get vaccine. Vaccine will kill you. Will get you sick. Okay? Please don't. Please have a habit to check the evidence first. The best evidence you can get today. Yeah, you have to update the information because the information today perhaps different from the past. Yeah, please don't follow the hoax or untrusted news. Yeah. Okay. Next slide, please. Yes. Yeah. I think this is the last slide. Then I will answer Viola question. So this is the vaccine. Who get the vaccine day from day? We look at it more increasing. Yeah. The first dose and the second dose usually takes 2 weeks. I think. Next slide. Next slide, please. This is in Indonesia. We have a collaboration with China for Sinovac. So our manufacturer can use our vaccine and just started get first vaccination at 13 January. Yeah. And I think the last slide. Next slide, please. Yes, this is our program. Okay. I think this is the last slide, and we go to the ask and answer. Hopefully,
thank you, Bu
you
Fauna,
understand and useful for you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Bu Fauna, for your interesting topic and presentation. From Ibu Fauna presentation, we learned that vaccine is a product, while vaccination is a shot, right? Then we also learned that vaccine is injected to our body, and then once it is injected, it activates our immune body immune and helps us to kill the infected cells, the infected virus. Correct, Bu? Then
Yes, to catch.
from Bu Fauna, we also learned that there are several phases to for trial of the vaccine. The first one should be the pre-medical. Then it will be followed by phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. And in the normal situation, it takes around 10 years to get the permission or the license of that vaccine. But due to the corona that forces human beings all over the world, then it is reduced to around 1 year, ya, Bu? Less than 1 year even,
Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I think that's some of the knowledge that we learned from Ibu Fauna. Now I open the opportunity for participants to ask to Ibu Fauna. Please type your questions in the chat section, and then I will help Ibu Fauna, and Bu Fauna will answer the questions. Okay? The first question comes
I have the
from
first.
Viola.
Yeah. I already have 3, Adi.
Yes, please, Bu.
The first is from Viola.
Yes, Viola.
If a person gets an allergic with the vaccine, are there possible antidotes? I think you mix up. Antidote usually for the toxicity. So, if we have a lot of number of drug in the body and we have to reduce it, if we can, sometimes we have to expel it. Sometimes we have to neutralize it. Sometimes if we cannot do both and we just symptomatic, it calls antidote. For the vaccine allergic, it's a human reaction to the antigen. For any other, for any product, for all antigen, including vaccine. So therefore I said that the first hour, we have to monitor. If we pass the first hours, okay.
Thank you, Bu.
I hope Viola, I hope I answer your questions. The second one from Tumbaga.
Marfi Tumbaga.
If the vaccine is not effective, can we use another vaccine? Yes, it should. So if this candidate vaccine is not effective, we have to try another candidate. Like malaria, there are several candidates. Till today, there is no one candidate effective enough. So the protective is not more than 70%, but the adverse drug reaction is severe. So till today, we don't have any malaria vaccine. But for COVID, you can see in the trial, I just show that the effectivity is more than it reaches. Can we use another vaccine? Yeah, we have to try the best one. Still, we try the best one. Okay. Hillary. Yeah, she want to clarify something. If you were vaccinated, you can say yes. You You can say infected. You live with the virus. Yeah, you live with the virus, so you can get infected, because infected means the virus get into your body. That infected means. So because we live with the virus, we can get infected. But what happened next? Is our antibody enough to protect ourselves or not? Yeah, like hepatitis B, controversy till today, should we have a booster or not? Some theory said that because we have cell B, we have memory cell, we can produce antibody, we don't have to have any booster. But the other side said that if your titer, if your number of the antibody in your body is not enough to protect yourself from the virus who infected your body, then you can get sick. Can you get it? So if the number of the antibody in our cell enough to protect ourselves, we're not sick. But if not enough, then we get sick. Yeah. You can prevent to get infected by wearing masks, hand washing, and physical distancing. You get sick or not depends on the antibody produced by your body. I hope that I answered the Hillary. Okay,
Thank
go
you.
to the next one.
What brand? Questions from Ivan Cortez. What brand is much more effective for us? Any brand that are all the same? Or?
Which one?
Ivan Cortez. Based on the research, what brand is much more effective for us to use?
The brand, you think?
What brand?
I think depends. Yeah, depends. The availability and the host and your body too. So if we get a good one, like I said that mRNA is not stable. We need minus 20 degree Celsius cool storage. If our country didn't have it, it's not used. You choose that vaccine. Yeah.
So it all depends on the condition, ya, Bu?
Yes, you have should be a good vaccine who injected to your body. Yeah. What is the second one?
Is this harm? The second one is from, no, next one actually, Taminul Islam. He asked about, is this harmful for all human body, for the old people to be in vaccine? Is that harmful or not? For all people, if they are injected by vaccine, is that harmful for them?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Unless contraindicated. So there is so the host itself who have to produce the antibody. Yeah, that's the concept. If your body cannot produce the antibody, even though you already injected the vaccine, cannot help. Yeah, not everybody, not every host, not every person can produce antibody even though they already injected. Can you get it? So depends on your body too.
Okay, so the same, depends on the body. Now,
Yes.
the next question is from wait, it moves out. Oh yeah, from Giancarlo. He or she asked, can we use the two different brands? For example, Pfizer vaccine for the first dose and Moderna vaccine in the second dose.
I don't know. I don't know. because even you have the first brand, the same brand, I think, even though that you have the same brand, I don't know what it's effective in your body. Yeah. So, there is a good question about I think it must end from Arfi. If
Yes.
is the 50.4% efficacy rate of our vaccine is good enough for our body to activate? You state the difference one. If you said 50.4 is for the population, like in the evidence I show you before, from the 14,000, there are 50% people of that not get sick. That you said about efficacy rate. But for your body to produce the vaccine, the antibody, it depends on your body. Hopefully, your body can produce the antibody to protect you to get sick.
So it all depends
Yeah?
on the body of ourselves, yeah, Bu.
Yes. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
in every people or every individual, it gives different impact, right?
Yes. Yes.
It results in different.
Yes. So
Okay.
that if we talk about efficacy rate, we talk about populations. Mostly people. Mostly people.
Okay. Next one, question from Lauren. In what way can the government and the pharmaceutical companies market the vaccine in eliminating the fear of the public of experiencing the perceived adverse side?
Yes. With evidence. With evidence. Yeah. So we have to against the hoax with evidence. With the number of population. Yeah. And sometimes there's some strategy, like maybe from the church, if you somebody believe to who speak. Sometimes people believe to who speak, who deliver the message sometimes. Yeah. So we educate the trusted people to influence others. Itu one of the strategy. Yeah. But I hope that you all, the 2065 students, have a good knowledge about this and can inform the others that what is the effectivity and what is the risk of the vaccine by evidence. Yeah.
Okay, so showing the real evidence, yeah, to
Yes.
the community,
Yes.
to the public.
Yeah. That's the best one.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to
Next.
screen where is the good, where is the bad. Yeah. If you search in Google, there's million information. Which one is the best? You have to choose. Yeah. You have to choose information from the government, from the researcher, from the university. That's the best one. Not from the blog. Yeah, not from the blog. Okay. I hope this answer your questions. Next.
Thank you. Now is a question from Erlich Arjuna. Which vaccine have more efficacy rate and safer?
Sorry, I'm not well.
Which vaccine has more efficacy rate and safer? Questions from Erlich Arjuna.
Today we'll go to the, if we want to know the efficacy rate, we read, right? Read in the publication. Today, the publication in the phase 3 is Moderna and Pfizer, who just you show. Yeah. For Sinovac, at the Indonesia, our regulatory said that's about 63. So 63 our population prevent from the diseases. In the China, not published yet. Yeah, in the America, it's about they said that's about 90, I think 95, the efficacy rate, so that they can prevent the disease for 95 populations.
95, that's for the Sinovac in US.
Sinovac in Indonesia.
63,
we have
right?
for our regulatory is about 63.
63.
But in China, we don't know yet because
How
not
about the
published
US
yet.
that you mentioned? What brand? You mentioned in US,
Yes.
90, around 90.
90, yeah, US.
What brand is that?
Yeah,
What brand?
but there is a new technology. Some people got anaphylactic shock who fear the others, yeah. And we still can wait in 6 months, in 1 year, how many years the protective effect. Yeah, we still follow, we still observe.
Okay. Okay, next question from Krishni Bell. If we get both the 2 doses of COVID vaccine, how many years it would be effective?
We still observe. Yeah, we still observe. Like hepatitis B, there's 2 theory. The first one, no need to booster because our body can make the antibody. Yeah, then we have a memory cell. The other concept said we have to have enough number of antibody to get to prevent the disease. Yeah, so we have a long history of vaccine hepatitis B, but for the COVID, we just started. Yeah, we still observe.
Okay, so it is still observable.
Yes. So how many years the effectivity of the immunity? Okay. Yeah. We still observe.
Next question from Ruth Jopilo. Is that true that the storage of the vaccine has
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have a certain number of the concentration, certain number of vaccine in the vial to get it works. So if because the storage is not good, the number of the vaccine in the vial so less, they're not used at all. Yeah, absolutely. The storage is very important.
Okay. Next question from Jason. Will this vaccine cover the new emerging strain of COVID-19?
From the researcher at our laboratory research, they said that even though there's mutations, but the spike protein, remember the antigen?
Yes.
It's the same. So please don't worry.
Oh, so the vaccine can cover the new emerging strain?
Yes. So maybe the other part is different without mutant because different mutate, yeah. But the spike protein is the same.
Okay. So thank you. That makes us more safer, feel safer. Next
is there any
question.
contraindication? Yes, anaphylactic shock, but we don't know yet.
Okay.
We don't know before we get vaccinated.
Okay. So now the question from Ariel from Nisamis University, who are not qualified to take vaccine, and are there specific age groups required for a specific vaccine?
Yeah, I think there's the same answer with the contraindications. Yeah. So everybody can get vaccination. Yeah. There's no contraindication except anaphylactic shock. And we don't know that before we get injected.
Okay. Now question from Rafi Gonzaga. How do you prove vaccination is effective? Can you cite evidence despite of the issue that many people died in vaccination?
I think I already answered that. I think I already answered that, Adi. Yeah. So for Limoel Angelo, there's another question about price. I think that is interesting.
Okay.
The price depends on the technology. Yeah. For the analogy like this, if you get sick, there is tablet, antibiotic lah, a ciproxin tablet and ciproxin injection. If you use the tablet, it may be only 10,000 rupiahs. But if you take the injection, it could be 100,000, 10 times higher than the tablet. Like mRNA and the kill virus, the technology is different. mRNA must use more sophisticated. I think that's more expensive, including the storage is very specific. So therefore, mRNA is far more expensive than Sinovac, I think.
Okay. Because your question is also about whether it is effective or not, then I will continue.
Yes.
A question from Abid Hassan. Why do you think we should risk our life as the vaccine is now at trial phase?
Yeah, like I said before, the choice of education, you have to consider the benefit and risk. So you face about the risk to get COVID or the risk to get adverse drug reaction of the vaccination, of the vaccine COVID. So both risks, with risk you want to take. We don't know.
Having vaccine or not?
Yeah, which one do you have? Do you want to choose the risk to get COVID or the risk to experience side effect of the vaccine?
To get contraindication of the vaccine.
No. Contraindication for specific people, not every people.
Okay.
That's rare. There are more than 60 million vaccine dose already injected, but only 8 reported anaphylactic shock.
Oh,
so very little.
Okay.
Yeah. So your risk is to get COVID. You don't know that you will sick or not.
The vaccine.
Yeah. Or you will risk yourself, get experience, get injected vaccine. That's your choices.
Of the vaccine. Okay.
Yeah.
Another question from Karina. Is there any contraindication before having a vaccine?
For the kill or weaken virus, you should healthy people who get that. We don't know, right? Because the whole vaccine, the whole virus injected to our body. Yeah. But for mRNA, I think just a part of the virus not get sick because of that.
Okay. Question from Limuel Angelo. Does the varying price of each vaccine have some kind of ingredient which makes other more expensive than other? Why different price?
Yeah. I think I already answered that because the different technology.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, okay. Question from Kyra. Can it be suggested that the dose of the vaccine should vary depending on the age? Oh, variation on the dose for different age group should be.
Yeah. Itu like medication, usually child and the adult. Yeah, sometimes like that. But we see the trial. So the trial in the adult cannot interpolate it to the children. I think we have to trial for the children too. Therefore, the vaccine get to the fifth. I think the adult, 15 to 56. Yeah, because the trial only at the adult. So the evidence I showed before, it a trial in the adult. So the result for adult, not for children or elderly. Please be careful to read the evidence.
Okay.
Yeah. So we don't know yet in the child population, on the elderly population. Not sure. But the evidence, the trial is on adult.
Okay. As the vaccine has various side effects, has the recent vaccine produced for COVID-19 suitable for all? I think you answered this one, right?
Okay.
So it all depends on our body, right? Yeah, that was your answer last. This one. Has the recent vaccine produced for COVID-19 suitable for all?
Yeah, depends.
Depends on the body, right?
Yeah,
You answer so.
Yeah.
Is there any age limitation to when you will get a vaccination? I think it's the same.
Yeah, for this moment, the trial only in adults.
Adult.
So you can sure about result in the adult, but in the children and the elderly, not so sure.
Which of the vaccine brands is the best? Okay, I think you answered it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
About the vaccine distribution, will it vary between countries? If yes, I'd like to know what system your country implements. About the
Yeah.
distribution of the vaccine.
Yeah, we just in Novak. The cold storage is about 2 till 8 degree. So we have with refrigerator is enough.
Is that the same all countries or it is only applicable in Indonesia?
For Moderna vaccine in the US, they need minus 20 degree. They need minus 20 degree to storage. Yeah.
So it all
I think it's
depends
not.
on the brand.
Yeah, I think it's not. Not suit for Indonesia. I think because
Okay.
Indonesia is
Hot country.
30 degree lah. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
Too expensive.
Question from Ivan Cortes: how can our body produce such antibody?
Cannot. Yeah, I don't know too. Yeah. The concept is our cell B produce the antibody because there is spike. So our body learn to recognize the antigen and produce produce antibody. But sometimes our body cannot produce it. I don't know. Genetic, I think.
Okay. The question from Claire. This is also related to the age. I think the answer should be the same. The current research is only for adult.
Yes.
So we cannot answer it or give an exact response at this time.
Yes.
Okay. Questions from Aldrin. Does mRNA vaccine cause insertional mutagenesis or layman's or mutation?
Yeah, because only one piece of RNA. So it's very easy to mutate. Very easy to mutate. Yeah, just one pieces. Yeah.
Okay. Next question from Sirix. What if I have already had the virus and recovered from the disease, which is COVID-19? Do I still need to get the vaccine? For those already recovered?
Yeah. So we protected if we have the antibody in the number that enough to prevent. So if you already cured from the disease, you produce the antibody. If you already have enough number, then you can prevent. Then the antibody can prevent you from the next disease.
COVID-19 infection.
Yeah, infection. Yeah, but if you don't, you can still get infected and get sick.
Good question from Tam. What is the most common cause of vaccine failure in human?
What is
What is the most common cause of a vaccine in human trials failure?
Because the step of vaccine development can we try to find which part of the virus which most good, yeah. So the virus, yeah, most about especially for the genetic with part, yeah, with technology. Our have to be sure that our technology can. So the step is one is produce the vaccine, yeah. we can produce the vaccine, but can the vaccine make us produce the antibody is different story. Yeah. So there's some possibility to produce the vaccine from a virus. Yeah. There is some possibility to produce vaccine from a virus or from a bacteria. Which part of it? That is one effort. The other story is how the vaccine can make our body produce the antibody. That's another story. That's another story. Yeah?
Okay.
Can you follow this?
That's question from Tam.
Yeah.
Another question from Tatex. Why are some people who get infected with COVID days after they got the vaccine? Why people still can get infected after
The
it?
vaccine have not worked yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember that the vaccine is not drug. It's not cure. The vaccine make our body to produce the antibody. Remember? Need days. Yeah. So the vaccine not cure. If you ever read about plasma convalescence, do you remember or you ever heard that? Plasma convalescence for treatment the COVID patient? Yeah, that antibody. So people already cured from the COVID, that people have produced the antibody, we use that antibody to cure other people. Yeah. Can you understand it?
Okay, that was the question from Tatek. Now is the question from Roderick. The virus is still mutating. There are new several variants. Do we also need new vaccine for no? I think the question was the same, right? Uh, for the new strain, new emerging strain, these vaccines can still cover it. Yes, right? Bro?
Yes.
You answered
Yes.
so, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Question from Rodolfo: is it safe to use the vaccine even if you currently have SARS-CoV-2 virus or if you are asymptomatic? Is that safe?
Like I said before, you have to consider benefit and risk. Yeah, you already get the disease. Usually, you have the antibody. Usually, yeah. You need more vaccination or not? Depends. Like hepatitis B, if you already get the disease, even you didn't aware, and then you get the antibody, if your antibody is high enough, then you don't need vaccination. Hepatitis B. Yeah, that's a well-known vaccine and disease. In the COVID, we don't know yet. Yeah. What is
Okay.
the number enough in our body? How antibody is enough to protect the diseases? We don't know yet. When we need the booster after 2 doses, we don't know yet. We still observe. Are we should get the vaccination? Like I said before, you face the race to get COVID or the race of the adverse drug reaction. Even the effectivity of the vaccine for most people, yes, it is maybe, but we don't know for how long. Yeah, but for your body, you have to wait. Yeah, you still have to observe your body. Therefore, the regulatory said that even though you have vaccine, even though you already get shot, you still have to wear masks, wash your hand, And physical distancing, you don't know when you get enough antibody to prevent the next diseases. Is that clear?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you.
Next question from Korofin, but I think the same questions, so I will skip it.
Yeah.
Whether even after get vaccine, we can still get infected. You answer it, right?
Yes.
Can you get a disease from the vaccine that's supposed to prevent it?
We usually get sick because the vaccine, if that is a weakened virus. But if kill virus or mRNA, it should be not.
Okay.
Yeah. Polio
Okay.
is a weakened vaccine. Therefore, some incident that get sick after the vaccination sometimes. Therefore, if we get sick, we cannot get the polio vaccination. But if kill virus or mRNA, we don't need to worry.
Okay. Understood, bro.
Okay. Next,
Next
please.
question from Adrian. Is there international laws against criminal use of vaccine?
What is the questions?
Is there international law against criminal use of vaccine?
Till now, I don't think so. Because if you saw the movie, that the virus to get the virus will use to war, yeah, not the vaccine.
Okay. Next question from Christian Ray. How did the scientists develop the vaccines in such a short time?
Yeah, because all researchers, all resources concentrate on one product, therefore we can have it in a short time. But in usual time, it takes 10 years because all resources, all researcher, uh, all learn about the COVID, and we can get it in 1 or 2 years, yeah. But like I said, still observes. So we don't know how protective they are, for how many years, how much number, how many enough is enough. We don't know yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Still observe.
Okay. Before I continue, I will limit the question until the say question, and then we will conclude
Yeah.
her
I think the
presentation.
time's already
Yeah.
11:40.
Now, next question is from Krisni Bell. Are newborn and infants required to be vaccinated from now on? For newborn and infants, do they need to be vaccinated?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
For the newborn and infants?
Newborn. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not for the newborn, because the trial only at the adult.
Okay.
And the newborn is susceptible to any. So please don't. We don't know the effect on the newborn. Okay, please don't.
Okay. Next
So
question.
the first priority in the world, the first priority is the same in the world. The healthcare worker.
Okay.
Yeah. The second, there is a variation for the second priority, but the first is the healthcare worker. Some country allow it for people aged more than 59. Some countries strict on the 15 to 59. Some country. So the second priority depends, but the first priority healthcare worker.
Okay. So not infant or newborns.
Yes.
Next question from Adrian, also still related to the law. I think have you answered this one, Bu? I mean, this one, just this related to your previous answer. are there situations wherein use of vaccine can be considered as a criminal act? For
No,
example,
I don't think
smuggling?
about the criminal, yeah, right now, because we face a bigger problem than a criminal, yeah. I don't know. At this moment we have to concentrate to how to make the vaccine stable from the manufacturer to the patient, yeah, because like I said before, Moderna need but not Moderna, the Pfizer one need minus 20. It's not easy. It is not easy to keep that condition. It's very difficult, yeah. That is our problem now. I don't think about the criminal, I think.
Okay. Next question from Bea. Vaccine bread is the best?
I don't know. Yeah, because depends on the availability, the price, because we want to vaccinate all the people as much as possible, right? Yeah, we have to consider the government need to consider a lot of things, not just brand. Yeah, the storage, the availability, the price. Yeah, we have to coverage more people. And
Okay. Next question from Patrick. Still no cure for the virus? I think the question is not really clear. We go for the next one. Kisri, how can we be able to eliminate the misconception about vaccines if other people refuse to accept scientific evidence on vaccination efficacy?
you cannot change others. You cannot change others, yeah.
Okay, and all depends on us to face whether you.
The strategy, you should inform the people who trust it to inform who don't believe it.
To
That's
influence
strategy.
others.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Okay.
we can help it. We can change others. We can use the trusted people to inform.
Okay. Last question from Saras. Is the current COVID-19 vaccine weakened, killed, or an mRNA?
And the America, mRNA, America, yeah. In Indonesia, Sinovac is a kill virus, yeah. But our country, our researcher develop a lot of platform vaksin. Vaksin merah putih. Adi mungkin pernah dengar. Vaksin
Okay.
merah putih, yeah. There's more one platform developing now. But
Okay.
we use Sinovac at this moment.
In Indonesia, you mean, right?
Indonesia, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's all the questions from participants.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Hopefully
much
the answer
for
we
all
have.
the questions. Thank you very much, Bu Fauna. Hope this session will give us knowledge and understanding for us to influence others and also to influence us too when we come to the time for us to take the vaccine. And as the previous, I still believe that vaccine is nowadays still the best game changer or the best solution for this COVID-19. Do you think so, Bu?
Yes, it is. Yes.
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 I feel that the same too. Okay. So, Bu Fauna, do you want to take a group photo before you leave? Or
Yes, thank you very much.
okay, guys. The speaker, Miss Fauna, would like to take group photo with us. Please, Sandra or Fancy, take us the group photo. Don't forget to turn on your video. Also, thank you all participants for your very active questions and answer, very active participation and contribution on this seminar, on this session. Okay, Sandra, please lead the photo. Wait, Sandra, I will let you unmute yourself. Please, Sandra, I already allow
Okay.
you to unmute.
Thank you, Pak Adi, for allowing me to unmute. Okay, I will start to take the group photos from the first page. Okay, be ready, guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then maybe until the second page only to make it shorter, I think.
Yes, no problem.
Okay. Move to the second page. Thank you guys for turning on the video. Okay, I'll take a picture. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Okay, so
Yep, that's all.
that's all for the group photo. Thank you once again, Bu Fauna. Thank you once again, the participants.
Thank
I
you.
will see you in an hour around 1 o'clock. I hope there will be
Thank you,
no
thank you.
technical problem at this time. Okay? Please
Thank
have
you.
lunch first. Thank you, Bu Fauna. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Thank you ya.
Terima kasih.
Terima
Terima
kasih.
kasih.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.